Hello, it's me, Robin, with Simple Food, Simple Life. Today, we're going to make some food. uh, I have this recipe for hummus I wanted to try because it calls for toasted sesame seed oil in place of tahini. And so I really wanted to try that. And some of you have asked me about that. You've also asked me about that recipe. So we're going to do the recipe I found online. It is at the website called Spruce Eats. I will try to put a link to that so you can get the recipe yourself. And also we want to give credit where credit is due. So I've got some chickpeas here that as some of you know, I cooked. I was given a bag of chickpeas. I canned 4 pints, and this is what I reserved to make the hummus. So I have drained this because the recipe calls for draining it. But I did reserve the liquid because the recipe calls for warm water as needed, but I thought, why bother with water when I've got some of the cooking liquid from the chickpeas. So this is what the recipe calls for. It calls for 1 can of chickpeas. I'm just guessing that this is probably about 2 cups after it's drained. It calls for 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. So I've got a lemon here. I've got my citrus squeezer here. I find that works really well and doesn't create some waste as far as juice is concerned. Sometimes squeezing it by hand, you kind of miss out on a lot of lemon juice. It calls for 2 cloves of garlic. I'm just guessing this is approximately 2 cloves. These are small. This one is bigger. So I do have that, but I don't see any reason why you can't substitute a garlic powder if you want. It calls for 1/2 of a teaspoon of cumin. So I'm going to use that. And it calls for 2 tablespoons of olive oil plus more for serving. I don't have any olive oil, but I do have this avocado oil, so I'm going to use that. Now I realize that olive oil can maybe bring more flavor. It doesn't state extra virgin, and that's where most of the flavor is in olive oil, but I'm going to use this. I think that's fine. It also calls for salt and freshly ground black pepper and 3 tablespoons of toasted sesame oil. If you've never tried sesame oil, there is a difference between the toasted and just the regular. Toasted, to me, has much more flavor than the just sesame oil. So that is my preference, and that's what this recipe calls for as well. And then, of course, it says 2 tablespoons of warm water. I'm just going to use the cooking liquid if I need to. So I also have my trusty blender here. I don't have a food processor. I have my blender, and it works perfectly well. So I'm going to get all of this processed. I'm going to put it in the blender, and we're going to whiz it up and see what we have. I think it'll be good. There it is. Now I'm going to blend this up, and let's see what we've got. Okay, take a look there. You can see that it's blended there, but the top is not blended, so I'm going to take my spatula, mix it up a little bit, and continue to blend. Okay, that's better, but I'm going to scrape down the sides of the blender again, and I think I'm going to add a little bit of the cooking liquid in there, and let's see what we get. Okie doke, there it is. Now, just so you know, I only used half the lemon, and that was pretty much the right amount of lemon juice. Maybe a tad more, but I still have half the lemon left to use. Now, for color and some eye appeal, I'm going to mix in some of this dried parsley. I have to confess, I did scrape the spatula with my finger after I fill this up, and it's delicious. It's so good. It really is good. I feel so blessed to have been given those chickpeas. And chickpeas are easy to cook, easy to can. If you've got a pressure cooker, even better. So you can make your own hummus. And I have to tell you, I do not miss the olive oil in this at all. Very nice. Very creamy. Hang on, I have to get a cracker. All I have is soda crackers. Do you know how expensive hummus is when you buy it, don't you? Now, I know the toasted sesame oil is not cheap, and the avocado oil or olive oil is not cheap either, but they will last a long time. So, anyway, I just want you to know that you can make this hummus yourself. I gotta take a bite. So good. So delicious. I had to turn it around so I could see you, and you can see me. What do you like to eat with your hummus? I love crostini, spread with hummus and maybe some diced tomatoes or olives or, you know, whatever else. And the cumin is really good in this too. Delicious. Do you like your hummus with crackers, vegetables, on a tortilla, in a pita, maybe on a pita with other things added in? I like hummus with sprouts when I grow sprouts. Oh, delicious. So good. I feel blessed. Blessed indeed. And look, see how much it made? I may have saved this container because at one point maybe I bought hummus in this. I don't know. Anyway, I saved it for just for times like this. I hope you give this a try. Now then, if I'll put the link to the recipe because this individual was good enough to put it online, and we can be good enough to go there and check it out, okay? But I'll try to put a direct link to the recipe so you can check that out yourself. She has a lot of other good stuff on there too. So you can check those out, and who knows, maybe that will end up being a resource for you. You never know. Okay, that's it for me today. You wanted this recipe, you wanted to see how we were going to use the toasted sesame seed oil, and I'm telling you, I don't miss the tahini at all. That's a savings right there. All right. Oh, allergies. allergies. Ah. I love you guys. You know I do. As always, you know that little is much when God is in it. Okay? All right. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're feeling great. I hope you're able to stock your pantry. I hope you're recovering if you've been in the hurricane zone. I know it's been terrible for you, but we love you. We pray for you. I lit a candle this morning for everyone of you. Okay? All right. I love you. And I'll talk to you later. Oh, I'll see you Wednesday to show you what my haul is, because it's going to be a little bit different, but necessary. Okay. Love ya. Bye.